In hindsight, Mitch finally realizes the damage that he's done to his own image.
And that's a good thing. Awareness is everything.
For sure. Welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about Lifetime Network's reality-based TV series, Married at First Sight, season number 15, episode Reunion, part 1. But before we get into that, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button. Send us your comments.
Evan Fraser asked them once he sat them down how they're doing. They're still no longer together. They're working on their friendship. A lot has happened with both Kristen and Mitch during that period. But Kristen tells us that she has moved to New York for a job and she's just started dating someone.
And I don't know if anybody else felt the same way that I do or did when I watched this. Mitch looked embarrassed and uncomfortable the entire time. And I think it had something to do with him being able to go back and look at how he appeared on camera this entire season as it relates to his dealings with his wife, Kristen, and some of the things he not only said, but also did that didn't make him look very good or very mature at all.
I'm glad that he's able to see himself and how he came across
on TV,
on television, and the opinions that people may have based on his behavior as he dealt with Kristen.
Absolutely.
Because it came across as a immature man. He came across as a man who was indecisive. He came across as like if he's a user.
Okay.
And he came across as disingenuous.
He also came across as somebody who was superficial. Just this whole notion of he's not, attracted to Kristen is something that I didn't buy. When he met with her sister, was it? That he kind of wanted her advice about how to bring up that aspect of his feelings, to Kristen with his sister. I didn't buy into that at all.
Clearly was attracted to her. And Mitch Sr. wanted a warm place to put it. So whatever she looked like did not reach Mitch Sr.'s sensibility, because he wanted and got some on a consistent basis, and he was good with that. Mr. Mitch had a different conversation altogether.
And I just think,
before you go on, a man who claims that he's not attracted to a woman, she smiles at him and he finds out that she has no teeth in her mouth or something like that. Is Mr. Mitch gonna head for the sunrise? Okay. That's all
with
I'm
the
saying.
quickness.
That's all I'm saying. The moment a man ain't feeling you, he is out and he's gonna not engage the puss. Am I wrong about that?
Maybe slightly, because there are some guys that are just that's all they checking for anyway. They just trying to smash.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm not saying that that's all Mitch was trying to do here, but he was part of a process, and the way that he approached it, it leaves me more than just a raised eyebrow, in terms of seeing it as to what his intentions were.
Right. If he was on the up and up, he knew that from the gate, because he's not attracted to her, and it's not going to change, because again, that's another thing men do. They put you in categories, and if he's not attracted to you, he's not going to be attracted to you. It's a wrap.
I think Mitch wanted to send or project the image that he was more authentic than he actually was.
Exactly.
Let's just say it like that.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Right.
So
I also think going down the road with him throughout this process as a viewer, I think he also felt guilt.
Of course he did.
As it relates to how he handled and or mishandled a lot of things as it relates to just his experience with Kristen Lou.
Because you find Kristen acquiescing to a lot of things that he wanted to do.
To the point where she
didn't-
became uncomfortable about
Right,
it and
she-
got fed up with it.
He unfortunately thought that if she acquiesced to him, that
That would make
make
things
him
all
better.
in, right? Make things all in for him.
Right.
Nope.
Did not change him at
Nope.
all, not
Nope.
an inch.
Mm-mm.
So much so that at the end of it, he said he was resolute. He doesn't want any part of her.
Mm.
He wants another kind of chick altogether. She tried to dumb herself down.
Yeah, she was more than he
She-
could handle. He tried to slow the roll,
She
slow
tried
the
to slow
process
on who
up
she
so
was.
he could catch up.
She tried to dim her light,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't work.
It didn't work.
And he didn't have, he, instead of being a wise man and trying to come up to meet her, he
Right.
decided
He was resolute in where he stood. His
that
stand.
he gonna go.
Right.
So he just looking for low-lying fruit, as I call them.
Right.
But Kristen clearly was out of his league. In the end, when Kevin asked her if she would have said no, and she said yeah, I'm not sure that was a truthful statement.
Right.
Everything about Mitch taking Kristen on this emotional ride and knowing that he is not gonna even budge was unfortunate. The woman at some point gotta stop and say, okay, why are only scrubs coming into my life?
Yeah.
What's
What am I
that
doing
about?
attracting?
What am I doing that's attracted them? We wish them well. Hopefully Kristen changes up what she wants and let the attention be centered on her.
Yeah.
And not trying to morph herself into what the other person would like her to be.
Yeah, the door is definitely closed with respect to her and Mitch's relationship.
Well, thank God.
You know, in terms of marital relationship, I think she may have mentioned to Kevin, or one of them mentioned to Kevin that they are friends, but at the same time, that door is closed. She's moved on. Mitch is doing whatever he does, and that's it. It doesn't surprise me that they didn't end up together, and even though there were times where it looked promising for them throughout the course of the season, but from my end, I felt that way because of him, not her.
Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please send those comments, and we wish them well individually.
Absolutely, absolutely, especially Kristen.
Yeah, a lot going on in New York, a lot to do, a lot to be, and I know she's gonna have fun. Blessings always. Bye-bye.